Hello, everybody.
Hey.
Ryno, Craig, Oliver. We are here at the Loews Sapphire Falls. I don't know why that last word slipped me. The Loews Sapphire Falls Resort. And we're going to eat at their, how would you say this? Amatista? Amatista. And this is a signature restaurant, right?
It's not a signature per se, but it is their full-service restaurant that serves breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Right now, we're here for lunch.
Lunch. So the menu's a little bit different for lunch. Well, basically, it looks like they just leave out their main entrees for lunch, but some interesting stuff on here. Has anything caught your eye?
I have not even looked at the menu yet, but I'll inspect now.
I'm so hungry I'm like ready to go. So we'll see if this is any good. The restaurant itself is really beautiful. I really like the lights they have in here, the open kitchen, and the bar area is actually pretty cool looking too.
Yeah, no,
it's a nice atmosphere.
This is actually very beautiful, very calming and relaxing.
Yeah, I was just gonna say it's like beachy without this, like, it's not sand. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's not like shantytown beachy. It's like upper scale beachy.
The views are stunning as well. Absolutely stunning.
So it's going on 50 minutes since the last time I hit the record button on the phone.
Yeah. We in that time we might go lucky. We might have finally gotten our appetizer.
We might not have though, because this has happened once already.
Yeah.
All right, what do you think of that quote-unquote stuffed?
Well, it's not stuffed by any means, but I like the flavors of it. It's plantain under it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I enjoy the plantain, the nice crisp to it. The pork, not overly seasoned. Almost to the point it's bland, but all the other flavors kind of make up for it. But it's good.
I agree with Craig completely. The flavor's there, but it feels like it needs something else. It feels like it should be accompanied by a sauce almost.
Yeah.
I did find it to be like a little bit dry as well, but I think that might be just because I had an empties, to be honest. I'm going to get back in there and try another bit. Yeah, because it's not bad. It's not the best.
I'll agree. The whole reason why I ordered this is because it said stuffed tostones, and I'm like, oh, that's cool, because normally they just put the stuff on top of the tostones, and that's how they do it. And they brought it out. It's 2 tostones with the mojo pork on top, so not stuffed, just...
I believe it's stuffed on tostones.
Stuff on. I misread the menu, but... yeah, and I do agree. Like, everywhere I've had tostones and they're served like this, it has sauce on it, so... But they're not bad. I agree with Craig. It's got a nice flavor profile, but it could use, and I also agree with Oliver, it needs a sauce.
Good, not great.
Yeah.
These are the curry crab cakes, and these are a winner. They've got that curry taste to them without being overpowering, and they are not fishy in the slightest at all.
Craig, what do you think of the crab cake?
I really
think you were a robot that just came to life right there.
There was, don't tell anyone my secret, there was plenty of crab meat in there, so it didn't feel like we were getting gypped on that at all. Just as Oliver said, just that hint of curry flavor that was in it. Yeah, they're bursting with flavor. I'm really surprised by this.
Yeah, I agree with that. It's very flavorful. It's well cooked as well. Because I've had some terrible crab cakes, but this one's pretty good.
They managed to get that crisp around the outside, so it's nice and crispy with still keeping the insides as they should be. So
yeah, I agree. That's how I like a crab cake, like crispy on the outside with that kind of softer inside. But so I'd recommend that one. It could use a little more of the cream it's sitting in, I think, but other than that, pretty good. It's 2:38 right now. We have the dated timestamp of when our apps came to the table, which was 2:22.
yeah.
So, what is that, 15, I mean, that's 15, 16 minutes. I mean, we ate them right away because we're starving.
Very, very hungry.
But I don't feel like there's any, I don't know. Who knows when the food's coming?
And the worst part is, like, you probably can't tell, but the restaurant's pretty empty. Like, we're sitting in a section where I can only see, well, in our section,
I think there's 7 tables.
In our section, I think we're the only person, because she seems to be the only person that's waiting on it, and there's nobody else here, so...
No, and what I don't like either, too, is, like, she comes from a far-off area, but then she goes away, and I don't see her in the restaurant at all until she's coming, like, and she didn't bring the food out, so I don't know where she is right now. I don't like that. Like we got in here and sat down at 1:45. They're serving lunch till 2:30. So I mean that was our fault. But at the same time, like don't keep your restaurant open till 2:30 if you're not prepared to serve lunch. And I'm sorry. I'm usually try to be the positive about some stuff, but I don't have high hopes right now. Oh, Universal Orlando is asking how the lunch is as we're complaining it. I just saw a Twitter notification on my thing.
That's irony right there. It's not.
I don't know how to answer.
So far has not been very good.
Yeah.
That's what I would say. It's been very, very disappointing. The food so far has been average.
The tostones I had, there's a place down the street from my house that's better. And granted, that is run by, I'm sure, people that are a little more authentic than the ones here. However, like that shouldn't be that. I mean, we just paid whatever $12, I think, or something like that for them. It said stuffed. They're not stuffed. I'm sorry, don't call it stuffed if they're not going to be inside of something.
Yeah.
And nothing about what was on top of it was stuffed either. It was just pork, dried kind of pork that was dropped onto a tostones. Like, how freaking hard is it to make that? I'm sorry, like. I know the process of making tostones. Eli makes them. Like, Eli, I feel like in the amount of time it took to get it here, you could have made everything fresh, and it didn't feel like it was fresh.
No, not
So,
at all.
I'm sorry. The more I've thought about it, the more I'm just kind of like, I will say, though, the crab cake was good. I did like the crab cake. It's not the best crab cake I've ever had, though. It's
I think,
for
honestly,
sure.
I feel like the crab cake was probably just very average, and because we're very, very hungry, we're not exaggerating, we're really hungry, it tasted like a lot better than it actually is.
Yeah.
So.
And I do understand this is like day 2 for them. Maybe this is even the first day they've served lunch, because I think yesterday they weren't open for lunch. But I'm sorry, there's like 5 or 6 waiters in here for like 7 tables, and it just feels very unattentive. Like our waitress hasn't come back to ask me for water again, and you know, maybe she's brand new. Maybe she is. However, I mean, don't hire people that have never served before for your brand new restaurant, I guess. Yeah. I'm sorry this video is going on and I'm ranting so long, but I get very frustrated when I get hungry. So you've all learned, feed me.
It's not lying.
Okay. The food came out at 2:48. So that means we waited, what did I say? 2:22 was when the appetizers got here. So 26 minutes to an appetizer and plate.
And the crazy part is there is now only 1, 2, 3, 4 tables left in here.
Yeah.
It's uncomfortable to eat here.
Yeah, it's getting very quiet and echoey and
go to the top
awkward,
stage.
so...
I've got the meat lovers pizza. Honestly, that was a really good first bite. It's a very tasty pizza. It's not a soggy base at all, it's very crisp. Good choice of meat, good selections. You know, you can see you've got a lot of coverage on the pizza itself. Yeah, I'm actually impressed. If it didn't take so long to come out, I might have even ordered this again if I ever came back.
What'd you get?
This is the island fish sandwich. It's kind of surprising in that there's like flat out mango pieces on there, tomato. It's very interesting flavors on here. My only problem is fish pieces that are on it. It's like barely anything.
That looks like fish skin.
Yeah. It's not it is a fish sandwich. It is just a very pathetic fish sandwich.
I got the Amatista burger, which is like 75% ground beef, I think, and then it was like 25%, oh my gosh, I already forgot.
Pork belly.
Pork belly. Because I thought, oh, that's good. And it comes with what looks like mojo pork on top of the burger, and then avocado, and I don't know if there's sauces, but there is a pretty, like, it's all over my hand, thick piece of cheese here. It's actually pretty good. It's very flavorful. Maybe a little on the saltier side, but that could be the mojo. But I enjoy it, and I got it with a side salad, and they brought this huge salad out. So, and I got the mango vinaigrette. So as much as I complained, like, I think maybe mine, well, it's better than Craig's. So it's pretty good. That's how many people are in the restaurant right now.
Can you bleep me out if I say a curse word now?
Yeah, I'll
for
edit
fun.
it on the computer.
This is ridiculous.
Yeah. Okay, so we finished the food. What time is it, Craig? Give me a time check.
It is 3:15 right now.
We got here at 1:45.
we still haven't. So like, even if we wanted to order dessert, nobody's come over since we finished or anything. It's real awkward.
Also, since the food was put down on our table, the waitress never came back once to check on us to see how we were.
She did say she was giving us a discount for everything taking so long, but again, there's now down to 3 tables in this restaurant, and I don't see her out here. I don't see anybody out here, and I just want to go.
So we just finished up. We are out of the restaurant now. After talking to the manager, they were nice enough to take care of the meal, considering how not well-rounded it was. So, and
You can say the bad word again if you need to.
and we provided our feedback with them, and they passed it along to the chef, and that's all that we could really ask for.
I think it had elements where it could be promising, but right now they need to work something out because it's just not a fun experience at all. It's not what you would expect for the price you're paying.
Right, especially like there's only, I mean, like you said, there's like 3 tables in there.
Yeah.
It when we first got in there, we were like, okay, whatever. There was like 12 tables maybe or something, and then it got to the point though when there's only 3 tables and it was like 40 minutes, 45 minutes, and we didn't even get the opportunity to even, we weren't asked it. It was a combination of things. It was the service, the food. I don't know. And then I know Craig went for help, and it was just kind of, you couldn't even find anybody that worked here. So it's basically we just ate in a place that shouldn't be open yet.
Yeah.
So
Even if this was a soft opening, this would be incredibly poor.
yeah, and they've got a long way to come. So that's that. Hopefully, maybe in the future, things will get better for them, but it does not leave a good taste in our mouths for now. Okay, so day 2, we came back to Amatista for dinner. We got here at, 7:45? No, earlier than that, right?
About 7:40.
yeah,
7:40, 7:45. Day 3 of Sapphire Falls being open.
Yes.
Day 2 for us having our full length days here.
Okay, and so we came in, I told the girl at the counter, because the server we had yesterday was working in it, I asked her, is it okay if you seat us in a different section? We didn't have a great experience yesterday, and we just want to make sure that it's not, that it's...
Repeated.
Yes, and so we sat down. I understand we probably waited a few extra minutes for that. That's cool. Whatever. So we were seated at 8:08, and we decided to get up and walk out at 8:25 p.m. when not a single human being in this restaurant offered us drinks, came over to say hello, or anything. Like we saw on the receipt who our server was, and we know the exact time dates of everything because they gave us a thing that said it on it. And I'm sorry, I went up and I told them, and there's no excuse. Like I will say, like, the managers are out here working, but it's not overwhelmingly busy in there.
No, it's not busy at all. The restaurant's only a third filled.
So you'd kind of be an idiot to come back here at this
I'm
point. So we're gonna go
officially-
talk to. We already talked to the manager yesterday, so I think we're gonna go upstairs and have to actually talk to the hotel manager, because don't let anybody put you in this situation. This is unacceptable. This is your vacation, and you don't come to a place like this to sit for 20 minutes and wait for a water.
We've
Or even
given
to say
lunch
hello.
a chance. We gave dinner a chance. We will give it a third chance for breakfast tomorrow.
Yeah.
But right now we're going on the fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on us again. Fool me 3 times.
We'll burn your place
At
to
this
the ground.
point, we are done with Amatista.
Just before we go as well, I've just got to say there's 2 observations I made, and I know I'm derailing us almost because we've finished here, but like, if you just take a second to stop and look around in the restaurant, you can see other people getting up and leaving and other people complaining. You can look around and see other people like
He makes a
getting
really
upset.
good point, and we'll say that he was pointing out like the body language of some of the other servers, or the server we had yesterday. No smile, no frown. It looks like there's a lot of the word sorry going around. So
An
clearly,
awful lot.
this place is just not.
And what makes it even worse for me is the manager that knows we were very unhappy yesterday was here and seen us and didn't acknowledge us, didn't even try and win us back as
In
patrons of
fact,
the
he
restaurant.
walked past our table and looked the other way the whole time. Like,
Yeah.
And you know what? I can relate to that. I feel like a human being where I would do that. But you know what? I tried and suck it up and just be like, oh, you came back. Well, we'll try and make sure that we don't repeat the experience. Acknowledge what happened and just move on from it. So we're gonna go upstairs and talk to the other person now. I guess we'll see what breakfast holds tomorrow if that happens. So whatever.
Okay, so we are at Amatista Cookhouse now for the 3rd time. this time we're trying out breakfast. Dinner was unsuccessful last night completely. We are in for breakfast. We were seated like minutes before the regular menu stopped, and they're making exception for it though, so we're able to. Ryno and I are able to try the regular menu, and Oliver's going to go buffet it up. So right now, already the service is much better than before. So clearly they are on their game for breakfast, with a little extra help of having the buffet take away that stress.
The waitress came over within like 2 or 3 minutes of us being seated, and she was smiling and was very polite to us. I'm gonna say this though. They said, oh, we don't think the a la carte menu is open at 10:30. However, the menu outside does not say anything about a buffet, and it says they serve breakfast until 11. So they need to really do that.
Also, this morning, because I made reservations for here this morning, so we didn't have to wait, I called up because I forgot what time the reservation was for, and I asked again, when does the a la carte menu finish? And I got told that it was all morning. Now, all morning to me isn't 10:30, but apart from that, it's been good.
Yeah, and so that's definitely something we're gonna have to give some feedback on or something like that, because honestly, it doesn't advertise a buffet anywhere. So the fact that they can like shut off their menu that they have posted outside before the time seems a little not cool. But hopefully it's delicious food.
So I've been to the buffet for round one. That's right, I am going to go more than once because there's quite a few things to choose from. There's like muffins and a pastries table, as well as this kind of traditional breakfast stuff, your sausage, your egg, your miniature omelettes, which I'm very excited to try. Then also the cereals and fruits, and I will try all of it for you guys, of course. So let me dig into this, and I'll let you know how it is in just a few minutes.
Mr. Fatty Magoo over here, always shoving his face.
That's not incorrect. You are spot on there, Craig.
Well, this is the Huevos Rancheros Amigos. Comes with the breakfast potatoes. It's got the eggs on top, a little avocado, queso fresco, some beans, rice served on the tortilla. Nice, good classic Mexican breakfast dish, and it is actually good. I only had to put a little bit of Tabasco on the potatoes because they always need it. A little ketchup too, but overall I really enjoyed this. So for $13, solid breakfast.
Finished my first plate. It was good. It was of the standard you'd expect a buffet to be. The eggs were warm, the scrambled eggs, which is normally a challenge at most buffet places, so I was quite happy with that. They had it was like a small omelette. Did you catch the name of that, Craig? What they're called? No, and what the guy was explaining, it was like a miniature omelette with vegetables in there. That was nice. It was a bit different, something you don't always expect to see. It's not a quiche, no. A quiche is something different, Ryno. The fruit plates are very good. Only thing left for me to try now is the cereal, and I'm sure you can't go wrong with that. So far, my experience with the buffet has just been, it's been good, but it's not exceeded expectations. It's just your average buffet.
I don't know the name of it because we had to order really quick without a menu. Some sort of pork hash thing, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna try that. So it's got like pork shoulder with like some sweet potatoes in here as part of the hash, which I thought was interesting, with an egg over it, and the egg was well cooked and everything, and it was good. It actually is a lot lighter than I expected, which is good. And however, I don't know if it's because it's sweet potatoes, it tastes a little bland is all, so I gotta add a lot of pepper and a smidge of hot sauce, but overall, like, pretty good.
So we just finished our final meal experience at Amatista. So just to recap again, I know I said it earlier, we had one lunch that was interesting. We attempted to have dinner before having to walk out, and now we had a breakfast that we actually made it all the way through with good hot food, and we made it out in less than an hour. So
yeah. 15 minutes, but we were taking our time at the end.
Yeah, we did. We kind of sat around, waited a little bit, shot the breeze. So yeah, overall, I still don't have a fully formed opinion on the restaurant itself, but for breakfast at least, I can say that I enjoyed it. My entree was $13. I felt it was very reasonably priced for the experience we had, and I would definitely give breakfast another shot, that's for sure.
I can't remember the name of mine still because I didn't see the menu yet.
Hash.
The paleo hash, and it was $15. I feel like that's on par for what what I got. You know, the egg could have been a little runnier. I think that would have brought the flavors together more. But that's kind of, you know, we were also the last person, right?
Yeah.
Like so, you know, the last person to get entrees. And again, they really need to correct that menu. But I don't know. I don't think there is another option other than grab and go for breakfast here.
No, there's not.
So it's kind of like you're stuck here. But I honestly, my opinion is I don't think I'll ever come back here unless I like have to for a re-review in a couple of months when they get their act together.
I went for the breakfast buffet, $22. The buffet was good, it had a good selection. Nothing special on there that you wouldn't expect to see on a breakfast buffet though, so it's a high price for what you're getting. Yeah, it's good I suppose if you're going to hit the theme parks up and you want to get in and get out and have just an average breakfast, but it is on the pricier side. Unlike Ryno, I'm actually looking forward to coming back at some point because I actually want to see what it's like when they've broken the restaurant in a bit, because honestly it can only get better from here.